Clare is in Gloucestershire. Clare, good evening.
Hello, thank you. I've got a query I'm trying to help a friend with. It's two carers, and a friend booked a holiday for two people with profound disability in a wheelchair, and they went with their two carers to a well-known UK holiday resort, having booked two accessible rooms for wheelchair users, and they were sent photos of this type of room. When they turned up, the accessible rooms weren't available. The rooms, they weren't accessible by wheelchair whatsoever. When they went to the front desk, they were told, there's no rooms available. After driving, I think it was 3 hours or something, then they had to drive back with these two young people who'd missed out on, the opportunity of a holiday. When they went to complain, they were told they should have filled in this form, some sort of complaints form, in the lobby at the time. But when they went to complain, when they were trying to get their room, they weren't pointed out, they weren't shown or told about this particular form. So they came home having paid, hundreds of pounds for their holiday, and these two people with a disability missing out on their holiday, and obviously the carers had been paid for as well. And the holiday company were pretty much ignoring emails. When they managed to get through on the phone, they said, you should have filled in this form. That's the first time they'd heard about it.
I hate people like this, Claire. They make my blood boil.
It's so sad. This is why I want to sort of try and help them complain, to be honest.
Yes.
Because these two young people have missed out on their chance of a holiday together. And it's so
Claire, can I ask
sad.
you some questions? I'm sorry to talk over you, but can I ask you some questions?
Please.
Right, first of all, I want to try and work out whether the package holiday regulations apply. And I don't think they will. But for those to apply, the booking needs to have been for a combination of 2 out of 3 of transport, accommodation.
No transport.
Accommodation and meals.
Accommodation.
So were meals included?
Accommodation. I don't think so. No, I think it was a self-catering
right.
apartment.
In which case the travel regulations won't apply. So it's just a straightforward breach of contract claim. There was a contract here. It's absolutely clear-cut for an accessible room. They supplied photographs. The hotel...
just to be very clear, they didn't supply photographs, but the photographs on their site of the accessible room, which was the ones booked, clearly didn't correspond to the accommodation that they were offered when they arrived. They've got photos of this.
Yeah, that's fine. Good. So the holiday organisation is in breach of contract. It's that simple. And your friends who are the carers, their clients or whomever did the booking will be able to claim for the cost of the holiday back plus compensation for injury to feelings and upset. Now, what was the cost of the holiday?
I think it was £598
per person.
No, that's the entire
in total. Normally,
I think it's
normally courts won't award more than the cost of the holiday for the injury to feelings and the upset and the distress element. But so that would put a cap of £600 on it. But very occasionally they'll make an exception. And I think this is the sort of case where they will make an exception. I think that they will probably get between them £1,000 to £1,500 for upset and injury to feelings, plus the cost of the holiday back again. And they will have an absolute clear-cut case. There is just no defence here. So
that's so helpful.
The fact that
I actually wrote to them on behalf of these people and said that I think you've breached a contract and I think this is really unfair and you should reimburse us. And they've completely ignored the letter.
Yep. You'll need to sue them. So write to them again, say we're going to give you 28 days and if you don't give us £598... Have they refunded the £598, by the way?
Oh, no, not at all. No, I did say,
shocking.
actually, maybe I felt a little bit cheeky because in the letter I also asked them to refund the cost of the petrol because they just driven all the way up there and back
Absolutely,
again. So
that's fair enough.
I worked that out at HMRC.
Well, actually, it's not. Actually, it's not, Claire. It's not, because if the holiday had been provided as promised, they would have incurred those petrol costs anyway.
Oh, I see.
So the petrol costs aren't actually a recoverable sum of money. But write to them and give them 28 days. Say you want £598 back plus £1,500 for injury to feelings. They probably won't reply and then just issue a claim. issue a claim. The person who made the booking has to be the one to issue the claim. Did you pay on credit card by any chance? Or did they pay on credit card? I think she did, yeah. Okay, that makes it much easier because you will also be able to put in what's called a Section 75 claim against the credit card company. And if you write to the credit card company or contact them and say you want to make a Section 75 claim, the chances are the credit card company will pay up. You won't even need to go to the holiday company.